Have you ever thought about how important it is to mark the moments when God moves so you never forget who you belong to? Because memory fades, feelings fade, but markers, they remain. And in Exodus 13, God commands his people to do exactly that. Consecrate to me every firstborn, he says, every human, every animal, every life spared in Egypt, every breath on the other side of that death sentence belongs to me. Why? Because freedom always costs blood. The firstborn of Egypt had died, but Israel's sons had lived. Not because they were better, not because they were braver, but because a lamb had died in their place. Their freedom was purchased, and God didn't want them to ever forget it, so he built it into their rhythm. You shall set apart to the Lord all that first opens the womb. It wasn't about ritual, it was about identity. And if this truth is pressing into your spirit right now, if you feel the Spirit reminding you of what he brought you through, don't let it stop with you. Every like, every comment, every act of obedience helps this message reach someone else who's forgotten that salvation is not a soft word, it's a sacred banner, one we're called to carry with clarity, not convenience. This command was more than religious tradition, it was a living sermon. Every firstborn redeemed was a testimony that said, we don't belong to Pharaoh anymore, we belong to Yahweh. Every lamb offered, every child presented, every household that obeyed was declaring, we are a people bought by mercy. And this wasn't supposed to stay in the temple, it was supposed to move through the family. God gives this command with a clear instruction. When your son asks you, what does this mean? You shall say to him, by a strong hand the Lord brought us out of Egypt. This wasn't meant to be a secret memory. It was meant to be a family anthem, because God knows we are forgetful people. We drift, we settle, and if we don't mark the moments, we'll misplace the meaning. If we don't teach it, we'll raise a generation that remembers blessing but forgets the blood. Redemption is not meant to be a whisper. It's meant to be a war cry. And holiness? That's not some elite project for spiritual professionals. Holiness is the natural outcome of a people who know they've been rescued. You were not just saved from something. You were saved for something, set apart, different, marked. God didn't just want to bring his people out of Egypt. He wanted to bring Egypt out of them. And that required reminders, tangible ones, generational ones. So what does that mean for us? If you've been born again, you're not just part of a religion. You're part of a story. One marked in blood, one shaped by mercy, one that says loud and clear, I belong to the Lord. And that identity changes everything. It changes how you walk. It changes what you value. It changes what you hand to your children. Because what we set apart reveals what we stand for. So here's the question, what are you marking? What altar have you built to remember what God did? What conversations are you having with the next generation to tell them, we didn't get here on our own. God brought us out with a mighty hand. Don't let salvation become a story buried in your past. Let it be the anthem of your present. Let your life say every day, the blood was not wasted on me. The mercy marked me. The firstborn was redeemed, and now I live for the one who rescued me. Because if you've been born again, you belong to him.